Hello, my name is Aaliyah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing my Notion budget tracker. The free template will be linked in the description. Please consider subscribing and following me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. Like I've said quite a few times, Notion is the best productivity and organization tool ever for literally any and every area of your life. And that includes budget tracking. This budget tracker has helped me so much in knowing how much I'm making, spending, saving, donating, and investing. I really wanted to get into using a budget tracker this year because I've just never used one. And I would reach my goals when I was saving for things, but I just never knew where my money was going exactly. And I can honestly say that it was such a great decision because it's helped me really cut back on spending money on unnecessary things, have clarity on where my money's going, and also reach my saving and investing goals. So let's get into it. So this is the budget tracker. So basically we've got the cover, which is I am financially abundant. And I kind of went with like a green theme because money. And then so the icon is just a $sign. And then it says budget tracker template. So obviously you can delete template off that. And then underneath that is a call out. So it's got my goal of like my savings for the year. I've just left that blank for you to change it to what you want it to be. So then underneath that is the new week and then the week. So we're in week 27 at the moment and it's in a toggle. So you just click that and it will drop down with the expenses and then income and net and the actual bank balance. So I'll just go through it. So the first thing on the week is the expenses. So basically down here, this column says name. This is your expenses. So mine is rent, savings, investments, charity, food, buy now, pay later, and extra. And then on this side is the amount, so how much it costs. So at the end of the week, it will total up your expenses down the bottom here where it says sum. And basically, if it's got this little page thing, it means that there's stuff inside of it. So you just click open. And on my investments, there's sharesies, $20, and my investments account, which is $30, and that totals to $50. Same with charity. And then for food, click open and it takes you to this page where it says my budget is $50 a week, and then we have the days of the week, and you just write down what food you got and then how much it cost. And it's just really good to keep a track of what you're spending every day on food, because I feel like food is such a big money waster. So at the end of the week, you will total up how much you spent on food and just put it up in here. So let's say $50, and it'll come up. And as you can see, this was $600 before, so now it's added the $50 on top. So it does it automatically for you. You just have to put the right amount in this column. So then we've got buy now, pay later. Not sure if you use that. You can delete it. So basically it's got a little table as well, and on here it's got the provider, so Afterpay, lay-by, and Zip, and then the date that it's due and how much it is. And then at the end of the week you total it up and put it in here. And then at the bottom is after I pay this I will owe. So it's just good to keep a track of how much you're owing. So that is the buy now, pay later, and then extra, press open. So in here, you just write down anything extra that you've spent this week. So I just put down as an example, haircut deposit, which is $27.50. So basically you just write out what it is and then how much it is. And then at the end of the week, you'll total it up and put it in this empty spot here. And so like I said before, it will total up everything, all of your expenses down here. Okay, so moving down to income. So this is just like another table as well. And the name, so where the income is coming from. So I've got job and a last week leftover. So we've got job, and this is just an example. And then just your last week leftover you'll put in here, and then it will total it up and it will be the sum. So then at the bottom we have net. So basically it's just your bank balance or actual. So here it says the income. So basically you'll just take your income, so say 700, and then expenses, which is 650. This is just an example, obviously. And then it will say that you've got $50 left at the end of the week. So then if you go and check your bank balance, how much do you really have? Do you have $50 exactly, or is it $46? Because most of the time mine is not actually exactly this number here. And then the actual is your income minus your expenses, but it doesn't include your last week leftover. So I don't always use this, but you can if you really want to know how much you're spending exactly from what you made that week, if that makes sense. So then, yeah, so that's your actual bank balance, and that is the whole week. So basically this button here, new week, you just click it and it will make a new week. So say week 28. And then if you look into the toggle, it's got exactly the same things from last week. And then you just click the toggle to collapse it. So obviously you'll have different things in your week for your expenses and your income. So if you want to change it, you just click this edit button here and it will show you what's inside of it. So this is the week, and obviously you can change, you know, how much each thing costs, and you can also edit and delete the expenses on here and the income and just anything else you want to change. So that's how you change the week. And then underneath the week is savings. So it's in a toggle as well. So you just drop that down, and I've just got some saving strategies. So only allowed to buy things if absolutely necessary. Limit takeaways, do not be lazy, there is food at home. And think about your future self rather than your current self. So those are my saving strategies. Underneath that is my savings tracker. So these are examples. So we've got the date of when you've put money in and how much you put in or took away. So basically you can just put in the date and amount whenever you put money into your savings. And then also you can put in the date and how much you took out if you did take some money out. And then at the bottom it will kind of just do the sum of how much you do actually have in your savings. So that's the savings. Next is the monthly trackers. So that's in a toggle as well. So we've got monthly income tracker, monthly expenses tracker, and monthly savings tracker. So in the monthly income tracker, it's just a table with the month, how much you made, and the total. So basically, once you've reached the end of the month, you can total up how much income you've made and put it in here. So let's say 3,000. Then the next month in February, you made $4,000. Then the total will be 7,000. And then you'll just keep adding it on how much you made that month. And then once you get down to December, you'll be able to see how much total income you made throughout the whole year. That's the monthly income tracker. Next is the monthly expenses tracker. So So on here it's basically the same, so it's got the month down this side, and then it says how much I spent on expenses, and then the total. So basically it's the same thing as the other one, except it's just your expenses, and then you total up how much you spent on expenses. And when it gets to December, you'll see how much you spent on expenses throughout the whole year. So that's the monthly expenses tracker. Next is the monthly savings tracker. So same thing, it's a table with the month, how much you saved, and the total. And those are the monthly trackers. Next is notes, so just anything you want to add in there to do with your money. And then at the bottom is the archive, and it's got the years. So we're in 2023, and then each of these are drop down toggles that will show your weeks. So basically I will show you how to archive each week. So if we go back to budget tracker template, and then you want to grab this week, you get the 3 dots, drag it down into your archive, click on archive, and it will show up here, and then you just drag it into the year, drop that down, and drag it into the month. So then once it's in the month, you can see the weeks. So you'll have 4 weeks on each month. So that is my Notion budget tracker. So go get this template right now so you can stop feeling lost with your finances and start tracking and saving your money. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and if you have any questions. I would also really appreciate it if you could please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to join my dream community where we level up physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.